chat. Hello. Hi. It's Laika here. Hello. Hello, Car. Hello, Nimly. Hello, Yelly. Hello, Kofi bot. Kofi bot in chat. Hey, yo. Hello, everybody. My name is Laika Cream, and today we're going to be crocheting. Markiplier intro aside. So, as you guys can see, the setup's a little weird today. We're not using the side table. The side table's over there. It's on that side. Just the side table. Good evening. If my tracking's a little funky, it's because I have a microphone in front of my face. How does the audio sound? I got a little buddy here. A little buddy. Special thanks to, I believe it was, I can go check actually. It was Loon. Thank you, Loon, for the audio mixer. Oh, I'm so excited to use it. I'm using it today. What do you think? Does this sound good? I did a shit ton of stuff with audio. Audio is A-okay. It's good. Audio is good today. That's what I wanted to hear. I was worried the audio would not be. So we're here with audio today. You guys can see my little thing for when I'm speaking. Pardon. I'm a little eepy. I just spent about probably half an hour to an hour rewinding this ball of yarn because it was knotted. Because it's the yarn that we're going to be working off of today. As you guys can see, today is a crochet stream. You guys might recognize this project. I'm a little ashamed that some of you might recognize this project. I've been working on it for a good couple of months now, and I'm just like, oh, I can't move that. Okay, how am I gonna work this? Because my tracking is not liking the fact that I have that, so we're gonna adjust. It might look a little cattywampus, I'm very sorry. This is what it looks like when I'm streaming now, by the way. It's Nimby, not Nimbly. Oh, Nimby, not Nimbly. Got it. Nimby, got it. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm really bad with the names. I'm also gonna really hope that key doesn't get me flagged. You shouldn't be able to see what it is, but it's got funny faces on it. But yes, we're going to be crocheting today. I'm going to put my yarn bowl here. Today is crochet day. I've been wanting to do another little crafty crochet stream for a bit. And so we're doing it here. Plus, I wanted to show off my new thing. Do y'all want to hear something really funny? Because I can do a really funny thing now. Hold on.
Hi guys. Hey, what's up? Do you guys like it? Do you guys like the new voice? Do I sound lovely to you? Do I sound like a hot, sexy ferret now? Hot, sexy ferrets in your area? Couldn't be me. What? Yeah. I got there's a little change of voice button on here. If I hold it down,
It'll take me back to my normal voice, but I have a voice changer built into here, and I can do some custom presets. I need to figure out how to do those because I might set up things. I can also do another really funny thing. Ooh. I can auto-tune myself. This probably sounds horrendous for you all, but it's so funny that I can now auto-tune myself. I can auto-tune live on stream. It's so silly. Oh, I don't want to double that down. I pulled it down and turned it off. But yeah, I got my new thing, and I can go, wah, I can be really loud, and I can go back down, and I can be a little tiny bit quieter. We're going to keep it there. And then if I just want to... moving, but as you can probably hear me now, probably hear as I'm pushing it upward now, I'm actually audible. I have things. I also have mute buttons now. I can now be mute. Now whenever I say, you guys aren't going to hear me say the F word. It'll be great. But yeah, I got everything set up, and I got my mic set up with XLR now. It's so good. My audio quality is bumping now. It's bumping. My audio quality bumping. I'm blinded by the RGB. Ooh. Ooh, Loon, you're the reason I have this RGB. You're the reason I have this RGB. I was just showing it off because I got my mic set up, everything. I did some audio testing and it sounds good. My audio sounds so good now. I'm so happy to have good audio. But we should probably get into the actual crocheting. I'm not going to explain too much about like what I'm doing with my hands, other than the fact that like I've explained it before. I've explained it so many times before. But yeah, we're gonna be crocheting today. We're working on a little cat hat. I know I was originally said I was gonna do granny squares, but I realized that most of the patterns that I have for granny squares, I can't read because I don't know how to do I don't know how to read crochet patterns. So yeah, we're just here like, yep, that's how this is gonna go. So we're just gonna sit here and crochet. It's gonna be a fun little like cozy day. Even though we have hype music on in the background. I could change the music as well. If it's too hype, I could probably change it. If music is too hype, we could change it. Huh? Cat hat for cold cats? No, cat hat. Well, actually, it could be a fox hat because it's going to the fox lady. It's a hat that I'm making for the pretty fox lady. I'd like to get it done soon-ish. I'm already so behind. Because I'm going to make this. I'm sitting here going through everything that I got to do. I got to do the hat. I got to do some other stuff for when I'm going up there in the summer. Because I'm going up to visit in the summer. And we got to figure out a lot of like streaming tech stuff. So like, for example, when I go up to visit the fox lady, I do want to do one like a stream up there with the fox lady. Probably from their computer, but I don't know if anything's going to run properly. I'm probably going to have to bring a flash drive with all my stuff on it. And it'll be really funny. Just sets up OBS on their computer and streams from it with them. It'll be so good. We'll probably end up doing PNGs for it, and I might do some cute art for it. But yeah. Ooh. God bless it. This is the one thing I didn't want to happen. Look, you see? I went to go pull from the actual yarn ball, and it got wrapped around itself. Shit, that's the one thing I didn't want to happen. Okay. You're gonna see me like going back and forth and reorganizing the thing over and over and over again because I'm big oopid. 07 for the yarn ball, 07 for the yarn ball. Hi Gray, welcome in. Sorry if I'm gonna be really chill today. It's a chill day. It is such a chill day. Hello guys, Laika. How are you guys? Laika is good. Hello Dove. Hello Dove King. Welcome. Aw, snap. It's a cream. It's a cream Ferretti. It's like a cream Ferretti. It isn't a cream Ferretti, but it's like a cream Ferretti. Hello, Toddy. Hi, Toddy. Welcome in. We're doing a fun crocheting today. I'm going to be sitting and chit-chatting with chat. It'll be very silly. Very, very silly. Cream Freddy? No, we're not gonna cream on Freddy. We're not gonna cream on... I could show my feet again. I could do it. Don't... I'm not afraid to show my feet to... My feet? My feet. I'm not afraid to show my feet to Freddy Fazbear. Speech impediment go hard today. Jesus Christ. But yeah, we're gonna be crocheting. And yes, I crochet in a weird way. On Freddy, for Freddy. I'm gonna show my feet for Freddy. It'll be funny. It'll be funny. Freddy's gonna be like Foxy from that one version. You know in Freddy in Space 3, where there's the Foxy with his arms reaching out, trying to grab and I think he's yelling booty in the NSFW level. That's gonna be Freddy, but for my feet. It'll be great. I show my feet to Freddy Fazbear. It would be bare feet again. Although this time I don't have nail polish on, so it's a little weird. I don't have nail polish on my normal nails either. But yeah. But for Freddy. But yeah, the RGB is bright and blinding and fun. I could also go to a different light source. Hold on. There. There's that, and then there's See the RGB more. I actually kind of like this. It's not as warm. You guys can kind of more clearly see what I'm doing. I kind of like that. I think we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this. We're not gonna have warm light today. We're gonna have like direct light. I like it. I think it looks nice. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everyone today? How did everyone like the debut the other day? I know I haven't streamed since the debut because I had some things pop up. But how did everyone like the debut? Were you all surprised? Were you all surprised by the pretty ferret lady? I was being very pretty. I was very, very pretty. I looked very, very lovely. I'm excited to use this model more. I'm very excited for it. I'm also excited to do more stuff with V creatures. I know that they were doing gamer. Other than my debut, they were doing Gamers for Giving, or Giving for Gamers, or I think it's one of the two. I was surprised by the new model. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear people were surprised by it. I wanted to go a little. I'm trying a few different things. We're gonna see how it works. I just want to improve the quality. Quality over quantity. I like it. Also check out the start of the body. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I also had the PNG. I was originally going to use the PNG tuber today, and I'm like, I have the time. I could set up the thing, and that's why stream was a little late today, is because I was like, I have time to set up my thing, because I have to connect my tablet to the thing, and then it's a whole thing. But yeah. Just continue crocheting. It's a cozy stream. Oh, there's the other thing. Reminder, because I realized I forgot to mention it. I do in fact have a throne that does in fact have things on it. The thing I'm currently pushing most is specifically so here's the thing I found out. First of all, I'm not a tech literate person. I think we all know I'm not tech literate. I'm very bad when it comes to technology. However, we got to a funny where I basically we were talking about the fact that my model would occasionally, like, especially during Warframe, it would be sputtering or like glitching a little bit badly. So we were talking about it, me and the V Creatures team, and we ended up looking at my computer settings and like my computer specs. And we found out the reason why that happens a lot of the time. And why, like, so first of all, my computer is all right. It's all right. It's old. It's like 5 years old now. But it does its job. It's just we were having some issues with it sputtering during the stream. Occasionally my model will like freeze frame a little bit. And I can't run any like 3D programs anymore. I know I used to be able to run the 3D programs, but now I cannot. And basically what happened, what we found out was the reason is because my graphics card is old as dirt. So I am running off of a 1660. A 1660 graphics card. Not a 1660 Super. A 1660. As a VTuber. In 2025. So that's the issue. Hence why I brought it up and bring up the throne. We do have a little thing in the corner there. Like it's good, right, hold on. Let me, right down there. Yeah, right there. Right here is for the fund. Any donations that I get as of the next couple of months are going to go strictly towards the graphics card fund. Because that's why my thing has been glitching. And that's why even with the RaiTuber, it was glitching really bad when I used it to play Warframe. So yeah, damn, no wonder. Yeah, apparently everyone's shocked that I still, like, I'm able to do that. I'm like, oh, this is just how, I've just used the same computer for the past 5 years. I haven't done any upgrades or anything to it. Yo, the new model is great. Also, the person touches it. Thank you. I had a lot of fun doing it, yeah. I did, the amount of time I spent in Suika's server, like her server for the model, just like kind of looking through, seeing what people have done, finding little aspects, little like things that I could take in and do myself. Like the ears were very interesting to do. It's very, very fun. I specifically saw someone who was an otter who did ears like in this similar way, so I'm like, I could do that. And then I did it, and it was very, very lovely. I had so much fun with it. But yeah, it's nice because I now know how to edit. I know how to edit art files in Krita now, and I'm very, very happy. So like, if there's ever any issues on later models where I need to recolor things, or if something's like not Twitch compliant, which I don't think I'll do anything that's not Twitch compliant, but if it's not Twitch compliant, I'd be able to go through and edit it really easily now, and I think that's lovely. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, I gotta credit to the old worker though. It's been carrying pretty good for what it is. It has been carrying really good. My graphics card has been, she is old. She's a little old lady sitting in my PC, but she's done her job very, very well. She's done her job very well for being a little old lady. Still, though, figuring out that a 1660 was actually bad nowadays was a shock. They're like, I'm like, I should have gotten a graphics card when it was cheaper. And they're like, yeah, you should have gotten a graphics card when it was cheaper. Because with the tariffs going on, graphics cards are going to be probably shooting up in price really bad. Or already have shot up in price really bad. So yeah. I'm gonna start, if not for them, I wouldn't have probably never noticed, and I probably would have just been like, oh, okay. They were also worried just because of how like large my model file is, even though I'm using the 180 by 180 texture files. There's like 18 of them, so it was like, it's a lot to render. And they were like, we were worried once we were looking at your thing with the, having trouble running a PNG tuber. How are you going to run a normal model? And I'm like, I mean, I can. I've done some test streams, and I did test streams, and it was lovely. Should I forgot, like, Global Trade's on fire right now? Yeah, Global Trade's on fire right now. We're not going to focus too much on it. Just, like, mentioning, like, yeah, graphics cards are obscenely priced. I was lucky to find one that'll probably work in my PC for the price that I did. Or the price that I'm looking at. The one that I found is actually pretty decent for the price. It's going to be a 3060 instead of a 1660. So it should work in my computer. It should be compatible with my, I want to say power bank, but I know that's not what it's called. My power supply. Thank you. My power supply. It should be compatible with it, but just in case, yeah. Ferret hands, ferret hands. Hi, Robin. Hello. Yes, ferret hands today. Ferret hands today. I don't have nails like I do on my actual model, though. I could never. As much as I love the look of, like, those really sharp claw-like nails, I could never. I would get so irritated. Speaking of irritated, this is what I've been going through all day. This yarn. It's from the brand Big Twist, their living yarn that they were selling in the Joann's stores. Because that's, I think, where because my grandmother's the one who picked me up this yarn. She's, was like, hey, it's blue and pink. Those are some of your favorite colors. And I'm like, yeah, they are. And she's like, And I'm like, Thank you, Crazy Grandma Cream, for being so crazy that you don't realize they're trans colors, but okay. Yeah, let's not talk about the man. Yeah, no politics. No politics. It's in the stream rules. No politics. So much RGB, so much RGB. Yeah, I have RGB keyboard. I got my Stream Deck, which is how I can change my expressions, especially when I'm really happy about something or when I'm getting really irritated about, having to continuously just untangle the yarn, even though I untangled it like 5 minutes ago. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to have it. It's lots of RGB on my desk. And also this guy. I can also I could do that. So it's like pure RGB. It's got RGB on the bottom too. It's pretty. And it allows me to mix my music. I can mix my sounds. I'm so happy mixing my sounds. I can make myself sound nice. Grandpa Laika might have done it intentionally. She might have pulled a sneaky on you. I don't think so. I don't think so. Crazy Grandma Cream is very political. She's very political. She's very conservative. That's what we'll say. I'm blinded by RGB. There we go. We'll do that. So I think it'll go between. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It'll be less blinding. Rip, Loon got blinded. Loon's the one who got this for me. Loon's the one who got this for me on the throne. If they're upset about getting blinded by it, it's their fault. I was surprised though. Like I saw after stream that I saw after I was doing some stuff in the server that Loon had got it for me, and I was like, oh. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, that's so exciting. Next week, I'll probably won't get it till around like mid this week. Next week, I'll have to, go and I'll have to do an ASMR next week with it. And then it came yesterday in the middle of the day, and I'm like, I was shocked. It came so fast. I was so happy. Because I'm like, yeah, clean house. No need some furniture. We want to make my sun RGB. Hell yeah. Dude, making the sun RGB would be so fun. Be a dance party every day. I'd feel bad for anyone who is epileptic, though. If the sun magically turned RGB and it was like this, epileptics would be having such bad problems. Did not make jokes about that. Also, if I'm a little calm and a little, like, sounding a little weird, my apologies again. I'm still exhausted from everything going on. And also, I just found out that, I don't want to get too personal. However, my great aunt, who is Crazy Grandma Cream's older sister, just got diagnosed with cancer. So that's been fun to deal with. And Crazy Grandma Cream right now is very, very distraught about it. So, like, yeah. Turn the sun into a disco ball. Yeah. Turn the sun into a disco ball. I'm sorry. Try. Let me just gloss over. Let me gloss over the... No! There we go. Now it hit chat. Cancer... Yeah. Guys, I'm going to say a really controversial thing. Cancer fucking sucks. But no, she's older, so we were kind of expecting eventually, like, but it's just like well, it's cancer. Cancer sucks. There's not much we can do about it other than, like, cancer sucks. Cancer sucks. Let me just quickly... How did you get so tangled? How did it get so tangled in only a few minutes? Oh my god. That's, I think, the other reason why I wanted to do a crochet stream is because I don't have a lot of memories with that great aunt because we lived in the same state but very, like, opposite sides of the state. And one of the things I remember us going out to doing was because it's like when I first got my job at the craft store. We ended up going and together and picking out some yarn, which was really interesting. Oh, that did not help. That didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Hold on. Okay, no. Go back in. Go back in and grab it. Go back in and grab it. Go. Okay, we're gonna just... There we go. Okay. Puggies. I do that and pull it through. There we go. Yeah. Now imagining the sun is RGB all around the world is Carmel dance. Ooh 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 ah wah. Ooh 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 ah wah ah. Ooh 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 ah wah. Ooh 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 ah wah ooh ah. There's more instances in the universe where the string is tangled than it isn't tangled. The string will get tangled throughout the whole of the universe. Yeah, pretty much. Not gonna argue and see cancer sucks, but I don't believe in astrology that much. Yelly. Get. Give me a minute. It took me a second, but That makes it a little bit better. Thank you, Yelly. That makes it a tiny bit better. But you do a crochet. A crochet. Wee. Wee. Oh god. Well, that's tangled more than I wanted it to be. Look, just where is it? It's look at what this shit did. Look what this shit did. Look at what this shit did. I'm gonna spend half of the stream just trying to untangle the yarn because it keeps getting tangled. How do we Twitch chat with the big ferret head in the way? Let me just... Does that help? Does that help? Oh, I'm also like weirdly in frame. Hold on. I'm gonna move back up a sec. Hold on. You guys, to Twitch and YouTube trying to communicate through the, hold on, let me unlock, go on. Yes, unlock the model. Move down, okay. Twitch and YouTube chat trying to communicate through the thing. I'm a big ferret head saying no in the middle. It's very funny, it's very funny. There we go. Now you guys can see each other again. Yippee! Am I getting ghost messages? I am the YouTube chat. Yeah, I think Loon is there too. Hold on. It just, I have a, oh, there's live chat and top chat. Wow, so much color, very much color. Hello, Paid Turtle. Oh, happy belated birthday, by the way. I know I said happy birthday on Twitter, but I don't think I said it on stream the other day. So happy birthday. I am aware that birthday had come up. Hi, hi, Pay. Hi, hi. We're doing some crochet today. It is fun. What's up? What's up? Not much. We're just crocheting today. I'm a little exhausted. Yeah. Hi, YouTube chat. We got cool emotes over here. YouTube chat also has the cool emotes. YouTube chat also has cool emotes. Speaking of, you guys, if you have, what is it called again? There we go. It's Global 7T emotes? Or Tapos? Where are you? Where are the emotes that I had saved? I had ferret ones. Apparently I don't have ferret ones. Okay. Oh, Better TTV Global is what it is. There we go. We got some stuff over here. Ayaya, ayaya, ayaya. Hello, dragon. Hello. You mean 7TV extension? Yeah, 7TV slash, it's 7TV slash Better TTV, I think is what it's called. Better Twitch emotes. It's emotes. I made sure we added some. I don't know if they're coming up correctly on the YouTube, though. Huh? I love seeing the emotes. They're so silly. I actually on the YouTube, not YouTube, Twitch. On Twitch, I have access to emotes now because I set it up earlier today. I just haven't filled out my payment details yet because I'm like, I don't want to push for Twitch. Like, here's, okay. It's gonna sound really bad, but hear me out. I don't like Twitch's subscription system. Specifically because they would take 50% of what I'd get, and I'm like, no, I want all the percentage. So that's why I have Kofi over Twitch right now. Kofi membership over Twitch membership is the way to go. But yeah, pure pog, corn. I love corn. I want to go nom on some corn. I haven't actually eaten like a corn on the cob in a while. They aren't as beautiful as Twitch, sadly. Yeah, at least they're not AI like Twitch. I'm sorry. I don't need to bring up drama, but I'm sorry. No, teehee. Ferret's feeling feisty today. I don't know why. I think it's because crocheting puts me in like grandma mode, which makes me very like, I become a mean little... I'm gonna be a mean little lady. Like, I'm gonna be that sassy grandma that talks shit in the hair salon. It's gonna be great. My hobby is gonna be, like, crocheting. How do you like corn? Be careful, because I will always judge your taste. Yeah, like, corn is... Okay, there's only one bad thing about corn, and that corn processes in your stomach the same way that sugars do, and it's mostly sugars. Miss Ferretti, what is your keyboard? This is my keyboard. That's my keyboard. It's missing a key. I will admit that it's missing a key. The pudding keys don't fit mine, so it keeps popping off. So one of these is missing. However, we do have little kitty paws. They're fun. Sorry, not kitty paws, ferret paws, because I'm a ferret. It's also purple, pink, and blue. When I originally set the colors, I'm still waiting on some merchandise that I ordered to be shipped out. Because I had purchased some merchandise from a... Am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to say? I will say it. I will say it because I've talked about being a Hololive fan before. I bought Bibu's birthday merch. I specifically got the desk mat, and like all of my stuff right now is themed for when that gets here. The only problem is it's not going to get here till like July. And I don't even know if it's coming because of the import stuff that was going on, because I got it right before the tariffs went in place. And I think they sent me a message about, like, paying something, and I just was like, I don't have time for this right now. So I might not be getting my Bibu. I might not be getting Bibu mouse pad. In which case I'll be sad, but otherwise. I mean, any kind of subscription that gives money to Bezos is bad, so yeah, I guess. The way I see it is, make sure you're, like, yeah. I prefer my Kofi, because Kofi, I get all the profit. I get 100%. Well, technically, I get 95 because I pay for Kofi's, like, little creators, like, club thing, so I can have cute colors on my page. But I get most of the stuff from Kofi. There's a small section that I do not get from Kofi. They've been very public about this. Bibu, Bibu! Bibu! Yeah, I love Bibu. Bibu's my favorite. Koseki Beijo! That because okay, I think I've done this rant before on stream. Well, not really a rant, more of like a tangent that I've gone on stream. And I'm going to do this while I'm going to be... hold on, where's my... Okay, hold on. I'm going to quickly finish off this. And then I have... I think it's on the other side. Which side is it on? I know I have... Where did my stitch markers go? I just had my stitch markers out. Okay, the stitch markers on the other side. The other one broke, and that broke right before stream. I know because I was chewing on it before stream. Because I will never take up a chance to chew plastic. Because... nom nom. But this is gonna go, actually, right on here. I'm just gonna use a big ol' safety pin. Big ol' safety pin. Gotta be careful because you'll poke your eye out with this. It's going right there. And then this is gonna get stitch markered in place. I'm gonna put it right on the end of the stitch because we gotta do the funny. Microplastics, yeah. I have so many microplastics in my stomach, probably. It's not even funny. But yeah. I'm gonna just quickly work on unwinding this. But, no, Koseki Bijo's casual outfit that she just recently got, the 81008 is objectively the best Hololive design of the newer ones. And I will fight people on this. It is so good. Bibu's new design is so good. I love eating plastic too. It is objectively the best design. And I will fight people on this. Oh, Lord. It's so good. Not only that, but the rigging on it's really, really good, too. I love the tomato. The tomato is my favorite. It's like one of the coolest things I've seen on a model. B. Me just... doing the silly. I'm doing the... come on. Come on. Isn't Hololive the company? No, that is a different colorful company that I will not say because they have been known to strike people that talk bad about them. Not that they're going to care about little old me on my corner of Twitch and YouTube, but still. Can I say something a little funny? Heard Hollow's doing good. Hollow's doing all right. I'm worried because one of my other Hollow Oshis, Gura, just made an announcement today. And they were like, hey, there's an announcement stream later today. And everybody's freaking out about it, including me. Last time there was announcements like this, we knew who that's yeah. Okay, I thought they were the same. My bad. No, not the same. Not the same. They're direct competitors with each other. The Shork. Yes, I like the Shork. I love my Gooba. My Gooba's great. Hold on. Actually, do I have any? Fuck. The only thing I have close by is my towel, but I'm not going to be pulling the towel off the wall. For reference, I went... Actually, the closest bit of merch... I don't have any of my Gooba merch out, because my Gooba merch right now is in... Like, one of it's on the wall, and one of it's in my bedroom. But I have my Demon Dog merch. Look at my four mocos. They're silly. I like them. I go squish, squish, and bam, bam, bam. I'm angry. Aw. What the fuck you mean I'm angry? It's the Bow Bows. It's the Bow Bows. I love the Bow Bows. The Bow Bows are my favorite. Ifuamoko. Specifically from the Round 1 collab, because that's the easiest way I could have gotten merch over here in the States. I love my Goobas. I love the Demon Dogs. Watch the announcement, beep. Plush announcement, hand over your wallet. Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be fucking iconic. That would be fucking iconic. The Bow Bows. I love my Bow Bows. I have the two little Bow Bows, and I got a some little, like, ones that are this big, and then I got a big Gooba. And then I have my towel and my keychain that are all in my my actual bedroom. Where I actually sleep. The ferret den that I sleep in. It's very silly. You guys don't get to go in there. The only one that gets to go in there is the fox lady. It's very funny. But yeah. It would be really funny if it was like all this, like literally it was just like a really simple announcement. And then literally the only thing in the description is a blue heart. And I'm like, oh, this is a fucking graduation, isn't it? This is Gooba finally graduating, isn't it? I mean, as long as it's her decision and something that she's been wanting to do. And like that, I hope that Gooba does well. I hope that Gooba does well. She deserves the world. She paved the way for so many of us, so she deserves the world. Also, I don't know how this happened, but this somehow happened. And I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna have to call someone to figure out how to fix this. But that'll be after stream, because I don't wanna drag IRL stuff into stream. Not fun. Speaking of IRL stuff in stream, I'm stupid. Un momento, por favor. I forgot to flip my sign that says that I'm streaming. The ghost could have came in here and just been like, hey, Laika. And I would have been like, oh shit, now you know my real name. Haha, funny joke. Anywho's. But yeah, the Bow Bow. I like my Bow Bows. I like the Bow Bows. I really like, I also have been really, really enjoying Justice a lot. I like Cece from Justice. She's cool. But I love the Bow Bows. The Bow Bows make me smile. I like their music. I like the Gura. Let's see, other than that, I like the Bibu. Bibu's great. So is Narissa. Really like Narissa. Love Narissa's voice. Oh god. And yeah. No, I like Chubas a lot. I don't have that much Chuba merch, but I love Chubas. It's the reason why listen, I became a VTuber because I really like VTubers and I like creating content. But yeah. Be careful. If we learn what your real name is, we can summon you through a ritual. No, no, you can't. I won't. Nice try. Nice try. I'm not gonna say though. I'm not gonna say it this time. I'm not gonna say it this time. No, it's funny because a lot of YouTubers are very like close to their chest about their past lives, and I've been pretty blatant with mine. I was pretty blatant when I became Laika where I was going, and I just have not been on my other socials other than to be like, by the way, technically I'm graduated. Okay, bye. Because I ended up staying as Laika because I got to retain the IP, and I was like, I'm not gonna summon him. Ferret summoning rituals are real and they can grab you. Nah. No, the joke is that I used to be a demon girl, and there was one time where they're like, I'm gonna summon you with a ritual, and I'm like, you can't, I won't. And I said that, I never, and then I was like, ugh. I was looking back at that clip and I'm like, wow, I was stupid. I did not watch any of my words. There would probably be the Yandere like, oh hell yeah. Definitely Yandere Laika with, where is it? Yandere Laika with the twinkle 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 taze. Absolutely. I need to find the charger for this too. I have it. I just don't know where it is. Just brings out the taser. That's the other thing. I was wondering. Eventually, I would love to get an asset or the taser, like just as whether it be just like a little thing in like a pocket of a model, or like a hanging off the thing, or like even like a little thing that I just can hold and do the funnies with. It'd be very funny. But yeah, my taser. Please don't tase. I'm not gonna tase chat. Not unless you guys get too feral. Not unless you guys get too feral. If you guys get too feral, then I will. But you guys are all been good. Everyone's been so good recently. I am just very, very happy everyone's okay with me being a furry. I don't really talk about it a lot. I don't really like I know quite a few of my streamer friends are furries, but I don't really. Oh, you found its charger? I did not find its charger. I still have to find its charger. It still is on extremely low battery, which is why I don't bring it out anywhere. And also part of the reason why I haven't gone out anywhere, because I like to bring it with me, because it makes me feel safe. It makes me feel safe. When it's charged, I should say. Even when it's not, though, it's like, bitch, you got a really bright pink thing that's very silly. It's also, after bedazzling it, it became so heavy. I could probably chuck this at a person's head and it would give them a concussion at least. I love it. At this point, it's more uncommon for someone I meet not to be a furry. Yeah, fair. Fair. That is very fair. Doom, dum, dum. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I realized, oh, that's the other fun thing we figured out. I can do a high-pitched voice now and it won't cut out! Yippee! I can now do the funny. Taser's trying to charge just yeet. Exactly. Hey, hi, Kitsune. Welcome in. But yeah, I figured out that, how to... Yippee! I don't cut out anymore. I don't cut out whenever I do my high-pitched voices now. So I can do like really cute high-pitched voice for characters and now it won't cut out. Yippee! Me so happy. No more sent to eternal darkness with high pitch. Yeah, I won't. Well, I mean, I could simulate it because I like the mic peaking. Okay, it's okay. I can simulate it. Yippee! How'd you like the simulation of it? How'd you like the simulation? Is it good? Anime VA went. Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. I have to talk to. I have a friend who's a popular. I have a friend who I haven't talked to in a while, actually. I just actually recently spoke to her, though. I haven't talked to her, like, actually had, like, a nice, long conversation with her in a while, though. Who is a VA in a couple animes. I can't say much. I can't say much about it, but I've been meaning to ask her about, like, how to get into VA stuff, since now I could work on some stuff like that. Perfect. Perfection. Peak. 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 It's peaks of your mom. Let me keep doing the funny. Ooh, kill it. Ooh, kill it. Ooh, kill it. I'm doing good. I'm making good time, but also I'm getting to a section where it's... I'm getting to a... God damn it. I'm getting to a section... Not that one. I'm getting to a section where it's tangled again. Ugh. Hate it when it's tangled. I hate it when it's tangled. Crazy. I was crazy once they made me untangle a ball of yarn. No, I just spent like 30 minutes before stream untangling everything. I legitimately untangled everything. God damn it. To the point where it wouldn't do the fucky, and then it's still doing the fucky. I built my first MOA, feeling good. Just built a MOA, feeling good. Teehee. Man, I can't believe that was like 3 or 4 years ago now. Is when that clip happened. It's not one of my clips, but it's a clip from a content creator I used to watch, and that was one of my inspirations into getting into content. It was very funny. But yeah. Now I just gotta get big. Hold on. That button. Now I just gotta get big enough for Chonky Lotus to notice me, and that I can do pops with one of my Oshis. One of my many, 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 many Oshis. I have so many goddamn Oshis. It's not even funny. Hey. I tried giving anime a try recently to improve my Japanese. I watched Assassination Classroom, finished it yesterday. Didn't expect to get in tears, man. I started Assassination Classroom, but I couldn't get into it. If you want a really good anime, if you want some good anime recs that are shonen, because I know that's what Assassination Classroom is, technically a shonen, I recommend Solo Leveling. We just watched half of season 1 yesterday, and we'll probably be watching the rest of it either tonight or Thursday. Friday is when we're watching it. I'm taking a break day. Yeah. Hi, just passing by. Hoi, Max. Hello, hola, hola. Thank you for passing through. If you need to, they can leave a lurk. I think the commands... Wait, actually, that's YouTube. YouTube commands... I don't... Is there a way you can do commands on YouTube? I'm not sure. I know I can do Twitch commands, and I have a few Twitch commands, but trying to do anything other would be a little funny. ReZero? ReZero is actually one of them I never got around to watching. To be fair, I also think it's really funny. If I don't feel like I'm into an anime, then I won't finish it. Solo Leveling I've been really into. Also just because I really like what was his name? Not the main character, not the side character. Actually, it is a side character, but it's a very minor side character. It's one of the Shadow Guards. I really like the first one that he gets, the big knight guy. I can't remember his name. Got the bots working? As much as I can. I still have a few bugs I gotta go and iron out, but it's fine. Oh. So there's still... Igris! Yes, Igris! I love him. He's so cute. I love Igris. Igris is my favorite. I don't know why. I listen, I'm gonna say it. It's probably just because of sword, but also, like, armor. Also because of a waistline. It's broken. Oh no! My commands! They're broken! Okay, hold on. I'll try and fix it real quick. Because I could probably fix it with just one hand. Don't take that the wrong way. Don't take that the wrong way. Chat. George. Hi, Laika. Hello, George. Hello. Welcome in. That's crazy. Stream. Hold on. Stream elements. I'm gonna quickly do the funny joke. Okay. Hello? Dashboard? Hello? Working? This is why you gotta use Nightbot? Yeah. If somebody's willing to help me with Nightbot, I will do Nightbot. But also, I only know how to... I was taught how to do stream elements. That's what I was taught. It should be fixed now. Hold on. Log out. Log in. Log in via Twitch. Authorize. Now it should work again because it just needed me to log out and log back in. All right. I think that's good. I think that's good. Blah, 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 blah. I have to help you with Nightbot, remember? Listen. You gotta talk to me right after stream. Or the day. You have to talk to me when I'm free. I will not remember it if I'm not free. Okay. There we go. It's working now. Working. There you go, there you go. There you go. 8 months and 16 days you've been following. Yippee! Now people on the Twitch side can check things, which is lovely. But yeah, Igris is the goat. I also really, really like Iron. I feel so bad for Iron. Well, okay, I feel half bad for Iron, but I also... Like, Iron's just got a great personality. I like him. We just got to right after... Okay. The last episode that we were on was him becoming... Okay, spoilers for solo leveling. If you haven't seen anything from this season of season 2 onwards, solo leveling, I am going to say spoilers. So you might wanna lurk for a little bit. Iron is the goat, Iron is the goat. But spoilers for solo leveling. I'm on the I'm like right on the episode where they actually reassess I'm really bad with Korean names. I feel really bad about it. Where they reassess the guy's rank and he becomes the 10th S rank. That's the part that I'm on. We're about to go past that section, which I'm like, it took him long enough. But yeah, it's very, very fun. I'm having a lot of fun with that series. It's very enjoyable. I finished season 2. Nice. I have not finished with season 2 yet. I just got to that point. Like, the last episode I watched was them doing that, and then halfway through, I think it's either right at the end or halfway through the episode, the service that I was watching it on crashed. So yeah. But yeah, Iron is the goat. We like Iron. We love Iron a lot. Any other animes I've seen? I've seen a lot. My favorite, okay. Listen, I know it's not a quality one, but my favorite anime of all time will always be Soul Eater because it was my first anime, and Death the Kid will always hold a place in my heart as my first husbando. Listen, I was unhealthily attached as a child. It was hilarious. But no, I loved Soul Eater when I was younger. I distinctly remember watching Baka and Test, which was, because I watched it, was like, eh. Let me see, what else? So there's Soul Eater. Ouran High School Host Club I remember watching because I loved Honey in it. I thought he was the sweetest little thing. I liked the idea that this tiny little thing could beat you up. I thought it was very, very funny. It's also really, really funny because now I'm going back, because I specifically mentioned my first anime was Soul Eater. My second was Rosa no Vampire, which is, I should not have been watching it at the age that I was. Oh my god, the fan service. Oh god, the fan service. But yeah. But no, I've seen a lot of animes. For reference, I have a lot of animes that I've started and never finished watching because I used to be the president of an anime club, and we would watch like an anime every like 2 weeks, where it'd be like we'd showcase the first couple of episodes and then we'd never finish it because it was more so just meant to introduce you to new seasonal animes and stuff that were coming out, or oldie goldies that you might have missed. Let's see. Oh, Death Note. I distinctly remember as well Death Note was a funny one because I started watching Death Note and then I got to the middle of the season. Everyone knows what happens, but still spoilers. Spoilers if you haven't watched Death Note, which, I mean, you should. It's a good anime. I never finished watching Death Note because of, I think it was the mid-season finale where what happened to L. Yeah, that made me, L was the only character that I liked in that show. And then what happened, and I'm like, well, I have no interest in this anymore. One I liked quite was Yu Yu Hakusho. It sounds familiar, but I don't think it's one of them I've seen. I used to be a really big Ruby fan. I know it's not technically an anime, but I used to really like Ruby. Trying to remember. Brain is having brain farts right now. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if there's any like really good. Full Metal Alchemist was really good. I never got to finish Brotherhood though. The streaming service that I was watching it on canceled having it, and then I was not able to find a. It's one of them I had to go back and actually rewatch. Full Metal Alchemist is great. I like So I'm a Spider, So What? Oh, I've heard about that one. That one, or the other one I've been hearing about is The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Is another one that's kind of similar premise where it's an isekai. I'm like mid when it comes to isekai. Oh, SAO. Listen. Season 1 is mid at best. Season 2 is trash. Gun Gale is mid. Alicization though. Alicization is good. I liked Alicization. I specifically liked Yu-Gi-Oh! And Alice. I liked their storyline. I'm still working on War of Underworld. I've been putting it off. Iron's a funny tank with weak summons. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait. I can't wait to see more of that where he's clowning on him. I just remember specifically they were talking about getting some of the other summons that were tusks. Like Tusk's little side ones. Tusk's side companions. Being like, wait, I thought there was 4 of you. And I'm like, and then they're like, oh yeah, I put one through the ceiling and forgot about him. That was such a good joke. I started playing Warframe for the 5th time. What do you think the game is worthy of time? I only have 13 hours. Get through the story. Work on the star chart is the best thing. Do the star chart. Once you actually get into some of the story stuff, it actually gets really interesting. Streaming service canceling on ya. May I invite you to the Sail the 7 Seas? That's how I've been watching anime recently, is Sailing the 7 Seas. Oh, that's one. I have not seen One Piece. I've seen the first couple episodes of the original version of One Piece, but I like the 4 kids version, but I could never really get into it. But yeah. We sail the 7 seas in this household. I don't condone it. But we sail the 7 seas in this house. Exactly. Oh, 7 Deadly Sins is another one that I remember. I started watching 7 Deadly Sins, and then season 2 bored me. I liked season 1, and then season 2 bored me. It was so boring. I remember watching and playing Danganronpa. Yes, I was a Danganronpa kid. Yes, I did cosplay one of them. No, it was not Junko, actually. It was actually Gundam Tanaka who I cosplayed because I was a gender-bending little shit. Berserk? Berserk, I never got to watch Berserk. Here's my thing. I don't like it when anime has scenes of certain nature revolving around female characters. It's a little bit triggering to me just because of reasons I can't say on stream. But so I've been like it's one of those where I'm like, I would love to go back and watch it. It's the reason why I had to stop it's the reason why I had to stop Goblin Slayer, actually, is because, like, it's a little traumatizing to me. It re-traumatizes me a little bit, which sucks, but, you know. It's the same reason why I dipped out of, like, Magical Girl Sight, which, I mean, from what I hear, Magical Girl Sight wasn't that good anyways, so it's fine. That's why I dipped out of Magical Girl Sight. It's why I dipped out of, Goblin Slayer. It's why I dip out of, Evangelion. Hot take. Evangelion is... I don't like Evangelion. Hot take. I don't like Evangelion. I think Evangelion's actually really annoying. The main character is just too annoying for me to get through. His incessant whining and blaming of others and everything else is just... I don't like it. It's grating on my brain. Plus, what I heard he does in the later end of the latter half of the season, it's like, yeah, I'm glad I stopped watching. Just Eva's not really one of my things. What about something wholesome like Spy X Family? I started Spy X Family, and I have a friend that now it teases me because we've never finished Spy X Family, but I love Spy X Family. I think we got part of the way through season 2 and then never finished. And I think they still joke about, like, we never finished it. And I'm like, I know, I need to finish Spy X Family. I love it. It gives me all the doki dokis. It gives me all the kokoros. Oh, that's another one I remember. School Days. School Days was another one that I remember. The twist at the end was From what I hear, the visual novel is better, which, yeah, visual novels for things usually are. Looking at You, Corpse Party, which also had to be like, My problem is I also really like horror anime. I like horror anime, and a lot of times they do stuff like that, and I'm like, ugh, god damn it, can we just not? Oh yeah, definitely not for the fan part. Understandable, this is entertainment industry. If it ain't training, no need to be forcing it. Exactly. Oh, speaking of ones that I had a lot of fun with watching. Some other good ones that I recommend. I haven't finished it yet, but Angel Beats was really... What I saw of Angel Beats is really good. I just had grief in a time where I was going through grief, so I was like, I can't watch this right now. I will cry. But from what I hear, Angel Beats is really good. Ones that I can wholeheartedly say are really, really good. Charlotte and Another are both really, really good. I really liked Charlotte and Another. Charlotte, the pacing towards the end is a bit iffy. The ending was They got a little too into, like, it was I like it. I liked it. The ending felt really rushed, and to my knowledge, it was really rushed. Plastic Memories, never heard of it, but we'll look into it. Plastic Memories is not one that I've heard of, but I will look into it. Another is a good horror anime. It's another killing game anime because I had a stint where I really, really liked death game animes. Bye. One day we'll get into... That's the thing. I need to go back and watch. I have so many. May not be your take, but may interest you in Angels of Death. I actually really liked Angels of Death. I was watching Angels of Death as it was coming out, and it was really, really good. I liked it. I know it has a game counterpart to it, which makes a lot of sense. I really liked it. Zach gives me the kokoros. I like Zach. Goated. It's pretty good. I also really like Eddie. I see myself in Eddie, which hurts. Plastic Memories is cool. It's about an android. Ooh, I'll look into it. Nier, the Nier anime. I have not watched or consumed any Nier media. It's been recommended a lot. A lot of game animes. I try to play the game before I watch the anime, especially recently, just because it's a lot of times the game is just better. But Nier is one of those where I wouldn't be able to play it. I've never seen the Nier anime though. Trying to remember if there's anyone that was like that I watched recently. Oh, Dungeon Meshi. Dungeon Meshi was really good. I really liked Dungeon Meshi. I binge watched Dungeon Meshi. I also binge watched Toradora, I liked Toradora. Binge watching Toradora was fun. But binge watching Dungeon Meshi, I legitimately stayed up till like 5 a.m. binging Dungeon Meshi. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's so good. It's such good fantasy anime, and anime food just makes me drool. But yeah, I've been wanting to go back. There's so many that I need to go back and watch. Or there's ones that I've started and been like, yeah, I really like this. I'm going to go watch it, and then never do. Trying to remember if there's any of those that I've had that are like, oh, Komi. Komi Can't Communicate is one of them that's like that, where I started it and then I need to finish it. I really, really like Komi Can't Communicate. I know some people are like, oh, it was... I'm like, listen, some animes you just have to enjoy by turning your brain off. Case in point, anime that's good if you turn your brain off and don't think about the premise for too long is 100 Girlfriends. I like 100 Girlfriends. It's funny. It's cute. You got to turn your brain off to watch it because once you realize that half of these are middle-aged women, the other half are high schoolers, you got to just kind of turn your brain off at it. It'll be fine. It's fine. We turn our brains off. What I'm like with High School DxD. High School DxD is one that I tried watching, and I could not find a good version of it. Opinion on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I'm sorry. I can't get into it. I tried. I've watched the first... I know you're supposed to skip. I know you're supposed to skip certain parts. I know you're not supposed to watch season 1 and 2, and you're just supposed to skip to like 3 or 4 past. But I couldn't get into JoJo's. Also because I have trauma with a JoJo's fan. We'll talk. You know what? I've told this story on stream before. We're gonna tell it again. So I'm watching Senchu. Thank you for reminding me. I have to watch Senchu. I watched the first 3 episodes as they were coming out, and it was so good. The main character is literally me. I'm one of those, if I have a character that I really like or relate to, I will continue watching it because I like that character. But if they ruin that character in any way possible, I will just be like, no. Feel the same way about Dress Up Darling. Dress Up Darling's on my list. I have a friend that really likes Dress Up Darling, and I've been meaning to go back and like watch it. I kind of want to watch it with them, but I'd also have to wait for us to figure out a way to watch it together. Bulba. Yeah. But no, JoJo's is, I prefer the plot and not the plot exactly. It's listen, I get it. Some shows have to have fan service. I get it's a thing. But also, like, don't let the fan service overtake the plot. Like, unless the fan service is the plot. That's the thing. Have you seen Psychopath? Oh my god, you unlocked a memory for me. I remember watching Psychopaths and really liking it, but I don't think I ever actually finished Psychopaths. DxD was good. DxD, I will look into it. All I remember is specifically gifs of the girls from the OP, either the OP or the EP, and I was like, I'm a child. I'm not supposed to be watching this. Not that it stopped me with other things, but I was like, I'm a child. I should not be watching this. Yes, no, please finish it. I will go back and finish it. I will go back and finish it eventually. It's just a little iffy. Such a good ending, I can't say more. All right. This is another, I'm guessing it's another Warframe one where nobody talks about the ending of Psychopaths until you reach the ending of Psychopaths. Or like Edge Runners. I love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It was such a good show. It made me cry so much, though. I cried so goddamn much over that fucking show. Agreed. If you can move past Pooba, it's good. Yeah. You gotta know about JoJo's... Is funny poses? Yeah, JoJo pose. It's the JoJo's memes. That's the one thing you gotta know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's referenced everywhere. And it's a lot of posing. I couldn't get into it. Also because, okay, I should probably actually get into the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure story because it's really funny. There was a person who I went to high school with who, I still think it's prevalent nowadays, but especially in mid to late 2010s, there was the concept of kinning, which is basically a form of otherkin where you believe you are a reincarnation, I believe, or some kind of like soul bonded
to like fictional, like for other kin it's specifically animals, to fiction kin it's specifically fictional characters. And there's a few other ones like angelkin and dollkin, which I mean, like if it makes you happy, then I don't care. As long as it makes you happy, my policy, as long as it makes you happy and doesn't impede on anyone else's happiness, that it's fine. Yeah, it's the world of cyberpunk. You don't get happy endings. Exactly. Yeah. I like it, and I get that as the thesis. It's cyberpunk. You don't get a happy ending kind of thing. I'm okay with animes not having a happy ending. It still makes me cry. It still makes me cry, and I can say that it makes me cry. I liked it, but it made me cry. What is specifically... Okay, I was talking about Zeppeli. So... if you're a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan, you will know that there's a character named Zeppeli, who is like a guy with frogs, I believe, is like the basic thing. I mean, animal can make sense given Hindu cycles of reincarnation, but with fictional characters, like what? As long as it doesn't impede on anyone else's happiness, I don't care. But like, that's the reason I had a problem with what happened. So I had a friend at the time, who was a friend, who kinned Zeppeli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They would read the books, they'd come to school cosplaying as Zeppeli, full makeup and everything. And what ended up happening was, for reference, I've talked about this before, I was the president of our school's anime club. I was the one who had to basically run the show. I had to manage members. I was like basically a head moderator. I had to make sure people weren't talking during shows or weren't like, being little shits. And what ended up happening is that this is right after, because your senior year, because the end of your senior year, you were not allowed to be the president anymore. So this was my senior year. I believe it was their sophomore year, because I don't know what pronouns they go by anymore. Because they also pronoun flip a lot because of the Zeppeli. I don't have a problem with anything like that. You do you, as long as it's not impeding on anyone else's happiness. Like, as long as you're not impeding on anyone else's happiness, this is fine. But basically what happened is it was the picture day for the clubs. And they specifically sent out a thing to us from the anime club with strict guidelines about what we were allowed to do. Because we were allowed to cosplay, but we weren't allowed to do anything that covered our face. We weren't allowed to have any kind of face coverings for it. Because, this is also a time when, like, Tokyo Ghoul was popular, or, like, when My Hero Academia was popular, where you'd have, like, a lot of characters that specifically wore masks. You were not allowed to wear a mask over your face for club photos. You had to be recognizable as yourself. You were allowed to wear, like, wigs. You were allowed to wear, like, some makeup, but not, like, any face paint or anything. And they were very strict about this. Like, your face had to be in the photo if you wanted to be credited as in this club. Because we had issues in the past with it. It had been a couple years since we actually had issues with it, but still was like an issue that was happened. And what ended up happening was that the person who kinned Zeppeli was going to wear their cosplay, but because of this that got sent home, they weren't allowed to. Because because of the amount of face makeup they wore with it, and some of the other costume accessories, they weren't able to. Like, it would be breaking... They wouldn't be allowed in the auditorium to get their picture taken with the club. So that's how that happened. And so instead, they brought an illustration that they drew. And originally, what we were told, or what I was told by this person, was that they were just going to hold the illustration in the image. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable. Want to show you your artwork? That's fine. As long as you're, like, holding it in front of you and not covering... Like, the thing is, they were trying to cover it in front of their face. And they started a big fussy argument about it. And the new club leader was not doing anything about it. Like, was not trying to help the situation. And it got to the point where I stood up. I was like, I'm like, we're not taking this long. You can either not cover it, or I will physically call I will call our because our club admin was out for the day, which is our like teacher administrator, because every club had to have one to be considered a club. I will call our TA, who is not here today, because this is the only other reason that she did this day, or that they did this day, is because the TA was not there that day. They had a doctor's appointment, so they couldn't come that day, and entrusted it to us to do. And I was like, I will call the TA. I will call the TA and report about this if you continue trying to pull this bullshit. And it broke apart our friendship. No, legitimately at lunch, I got to, because we also sat together at lunch, and like our club fixtures were in the morning, afternoon, we had normal classes, and this was lunchtime in between the two. So we're at lunch. I'm sitting there with our normal friends eating, and I see that they look at me. And they come over to sit at the table and are not speaking to me whatsoever, or not engaging in any conversation. I'm like, okay, whatever. And we're sitting here, I'm sitting there and talking with my friends per usual. And then once they get the idea that I'm not going to try and start shit, they start saying some stuff like complaining about the teacher that was telling them, the photographer that was like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, you should have listened. I look over at them and I'm like, you should have listened. Legitimately, you knew this was going to happen. Why are you being upset about this? You were told the exact things, like the exact requirements for things like cosplay and other such before coming in that day. You knew this in advance. It would become a problem if you tried doing a stunt like that. And you still chose to do it anyways. And then they tried being like, you're a backstabbing friend. And I'm like, no, I'm just doing my job. I'm doing what my job was, especially instead of the one who was, because they were your friend and didn't want to put you in that place. I have to, because legitimately this is our club's. Our club already has shitty credibility because we're the anime club. We're not doing this, no. And we ended up never speaking again after that. Because they started crying, and I'm like, you knew this was going to happen. There's nothing else I can say to you. You knew this was going to happen. And so, yeah, we stopped being friends after that. And I'm like, all right. Shrug, I guess. There's no other way I could have handled this. This was you knew the consequences of your actions when you chose to do that action. Not my fault for doing my job. I gotta go. Take care and have a nice day, everyone. The stream is very comfy. Thank you. Have a very, very good rest of your day. But yeah, it was very much just like you need, like, if you knew you were responsible, yeah. Because, like, legitimately, it's our club's credibility already is in the gutter because we're the fucking anime club. No one at the school wants us to be a club anyways, because there's so many people that were in that club that caused issues for no reason. And it was like, brother, chill. Brother, chill. It's not that deep. Not someone I want to keep around if it's over after something like that. Exactly. So I was like, listen. You gotta chill. It's the anime club. The club is there to be a chill space for us to enjoy our pastimes in peace. And like there was like some unspoken rules that were specifically like, hey, if you see anyone like from the anime club getting picked on for liking anime or liking like whatever kind of media, as long as it's not illegal, like you speak up about it. We protected our own. But we only protected our own if they were also acting in the best interest of everybody. Like, legitimately. The amount of times, like, I had to stand up for people and be like, hey, yo, you're being a dick. I straight up told people to their faces, like, hey, you're being a dick. especially because a lot of people got bullied for like if you came, like a lot of us had to come into school with our cosplays on because we wouldn't have had time to change into them for school events, because we used to get into cosplay for things like Halloween, because we would do a school-wide trick-or-treat kind of thing where like some of the younger schools would bring their kids over on a bus and they'd pass out candy, and like we'd have little setups for each of our clubs, you know, getting them to look into maybe things they'd be interested in while they're young. So like we would pass out things like coloring books and candy, and like occasionally we'd have to wear our costumes for things like that. Or like if, let's say, it was specifically somebody who was giving a presentation on that specific anime and they were a cosplayer who cosplayed from that anime, a lot of times they would come in dressed to do their presentation. I know I had to go in to present a couple of times dressed for my presentation. And I had to be the one to be like, hey, if like especially if a teacher was giving them shit as well, because we had a lot of teachers that were giving them shit about it. It was like, as soon as we got, like, there was one teacher that kicked a student out of her class because she came in with cosplay on because like the next period was the end of the day and going to club. And it's like me and the school, like the advisor would have to advocate for the students that did that and be like, hey, no, this is that. They are a part of our club. They're a part of a club, and this is for club activities. It was a whole thing. I had to do a lot of that. There's been a couple times where I had to I had teachers that did not like me because of that. Where I'd be like, brother, chill. Not only that, but we were one of the only clubs that had a school permitted to hand out like actual food. I was in a very low income area, and there was a few students in the anime club specifically that weren't even really originally anime fans when they joined the club. They were just joining because we were one of the only clubs that was allowed to give out food. And they weren't going to get dinner any other way. And so, like, that was another big thing we had to work on and help with. Which sucks, but it's just the way things went, you know? And, like, a few of them actually did end up becoming, like, fans of anime. They were like, okay, well, I'm here already. I'll stay after the food is finished, and I'll watch the thing. Why not? It sounds interesting. And we got a lot of other anime fans and made our community better for it. Hey, Laika, hi, Worm! Hello! Welcome to stream. I'm not doing the crochet on the stream. I keep noticing I'm dragging my hands over so they're in front of me instead of where y'all can see it. Sorry, I get really passionate about it because it's been like 5 years since then, and having community like that has really helped me in terms of like even just being a VTuber. But yeah, because like I hate it when I see people being like a dick for no reason about stupid shit. All good, yeah. My throat's getting dry from yapping. This bitch yapping too much. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna go to our BRB stream. I don't have BRB set up on there. We're gonna go to a BRB stream. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Not that screen. This screen, yes. Hello, hi everybody. I am back. I am eating a fruit cup as well because I didn't realize until I stood up. I started feeling a little woozy. I was like, "Whoa, I haven't ate. I ate today, but I haven't eaten a lot." So we're eating a fruit cup. Get my sugar back up. It's funny when you can feel it. Oh, I see the G600. Yeah. My Logitech G600 mouse. You can see I've used this mouse for a while because there's some wear and tear on it. But yeah, I got it when I first started VTubing because what I would do was I'd sit and play games and then I'd have my toggles all tied to the mouse buttons because it used to toggle. They were tied specifically to my number pad, and so I have these, and I'd toggle my toggles to them. Now I have this, so I don't have to. I have my Stream Deck, so I don't have to. I also have my little wabba-dabba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. This is brand new though. This is fresh out of the package for a day. I use the side button so much. Oh my god, you have no idea. I love the side buttons. I love them. I need to still rebind them for what I need to rebind them for is Warframe. It's one of those things that I've been meaning to do. I will do it when I switch over to mouse. Because that's the best. It's gonna be so nice having those. Oh, I love it. Hot take. And I might get some shit for this, but hot take. So you see how we have fruit cups? You do not need a spoon to eat these. You do it like a Jello shot, where you just kind of... You use your tongue to get some of them out. You have no use for a spoon. It'll just... Either you'll use a disposable spoon, and it'll make even more plastic waste than the cup already is, or you make more dishes for yourself. So what do you do instead? You just use your tongue, and you just drink it like a cup, because it's literally called a fruit cup. See? Not enough context for spoon usage. True. See? It's a lukewarm take at best. Okay, it's a hot take. I've gotten so much shit for, especially with apples, because I do this with applesauce too. But like, I do it even with these fruit cups, like the peach cups I do it with. Jello, of course I do it with Jello. Pudding, I like doing that with pudding. Now, if there's something like sweetened condensed milk or syrup, that'd be another story. Actually, that would be really cool. Was putting like almond milk in here. No, with pineapples, if it's actual milk, it'll curdle because of the acidity, but. God, I love pineapple. I use the side buttons for abilities. Mouse wheel side to side for melee. So these buttons for melee. Target on G7. You mean G17 or G7 or the 7th button? Third click's a melee, so I never have to go away from WASD. That makes sense. I can never get the other, like this. I know it's another button, but I can never figure out how to actually get it to be the thing. Oh no, G7 is here. Right under here. I have to look. I know these, for some reason on mine, mess with my DPI. For some reason, the middle ones mess with my DPI, and I don't know how to stop that from happening. It's weird. I need to get better at actually programming this thing to actually do cool things, but... I ate popcorn with my tongue. Cup is not a hot take. Popcorn is true, though. I dropped it.
But yeah, licked freshly clean. Nice. I didn't mean to do ASMR there, but it's nice. It works. It works for ASMR. Well, there goes the cup. It's gonna stay. I got it in my trash can at least, so that's fine. And we also got
a Dr. Pepper. A pepper. A Dr. Pepper.
Yep. Oh, chat. Hot take. What are y'all... Pardon for arm hair. I haven't gotten to wax recently. I can't afford to wax right now. Whole thing. But Dr. Is this soda? Is it pop or is it Coke? What do you guys call this kind of drink? Or do you call it a soft drink? What do you guys, the Dr. Pepper toaster? The Dr. Pepper toaster, exactly. I don't mean, by the way, I don't mean like Dr. Pepper. Because, like, I know that in, like, the South, they call it soda. Around, like, Texas, they call it, like, Coke. Even though it's a Dr. Pepper, it'd be Coke. Just a soft drink from where I am. Soft drink is apparently meant to be, like, around California, Washington area. And then up near, like, Pennsylvania, Maine, Ohio. Haha, I said the funny meme state. Ohio. Ohio Rizgy, damn. I live in the UK. Oh, that also makes sense. Soft drinks as usual. For some reason, it's called refrigerate. Refrigerate. What? That's such a weird name for it. God, I had to wipe my eyes real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Which what I think about is the same name of gas used on ACs and fridges. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense as to why it would be that then. But yeah, I can see it. It's delicious. I know where I'm from. It's called pop, but I also tend to call it sody pop. I also just spilled a shit ton of it onto my lap. Oh god, it's cold. That's cold. It came right out of the drink fridge. It's cold. Cold. Anywho's. It's because I'm having to drink it like around, like my mic, for reference, my mic is right here, right? Kind of like if my mic is right next to the webcam that I'm using to capture all of this. Like if I were to just, then you'd see the floor and probably also my thighs. So we're going to avoid that because I don't want to break Twitch's TOS today. I'm not in the mood to break Twitch's TOS today. No thanks, I'm good. I'm not in the mood to break TOS today. We say cola, even though cola is an actual brand. It just became the word for the drink. That's fair. See, Yelly is like the Texans, where they call it cola. That's cola! Cola in Fortnite? Yippee! I don't know how the actual full joke goes. I don't know how the full... I think it's also because it's in German. But... Drink das cola and play Fortnite. Yippee! Oh, it's people. Peek! Anyways. Cola tried in Fortnite spleen. Yippee! Or something like that. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sorry, I was trying to force move the drink over to my mouth. Like, Also, because I just... Sorry. I keep looking over at the model with the face tracking and just like... Oh, I love it. God, V-Bridger is so good. Why have I not been doing this for longer? Sorry. I get distracted by my own adorableness. I see why you guys watch me now. I'm adorable as shit. I'm an adorable little cutie. Ooh. Let's get back to the actual reason why we're here. Ferrets can't use the Force, it seems. No, we can't. Not all some ferrets can use the Force, but they have to be trained in using the Force. You have to be trained in using the Force, which is why I don't use the Force, because I'm not a Jedi. It's sad. Very sad. It's fine, though. Doesn't mean I'm going to get Order 78. Is it Order 78? I remember numbers. The numbers! The numbers! Numbers! Numbers go noom. Numbers go noom. We go noom. Hold on, we go. Numbers go noom. They go noom. Order 66. There we go. The Jedi apocalypse that failed to kill like any Jedi. 66 is the board weight. Thank you. Thank you. I was more of a Trekkie as a kid. I lived long and prospered instead of may the Force be with us. I'm sorry, I'm feeling in a really poppy mood tonight. But yes. Did they wipe it with a rock? Cause damn, with every series more Jedi survived the Order. They probably did wipe it with a rock. No. They're not doing that yet. This goes through here. Strom. And then this goes through here. And then Strom. And then this goes through here. And then this Strom. Yippee! Ooh, that's cold. I should also be placing it on my coaster. It should be going on a coaster. I made these coasters over a year ago now. Because I made them right the same day I did my debut because I was so stressed and I'm like, I'm going to paint something. And I painted on some coasters. They were pink and white with little hearts. And I made the joke that I stole Victor's coasters because they were pink and white with little hearts. Because I couldn't, because when I was first Laika, I wasn't allowed to have pink because I was Victor's color. I had to be blue. It's funny because originally me and Aries had swapped color palettes, and now me and Victor have swapped color palettes. It's funny. I don't think, to be fair, Victor isn't with us anymore. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. That makes it sound like Victor's dead. Victor's not dead. They're just, they're on their grand tour. Like, I wish I could talk to them more. I miss them. I didn't get to speak with them much when I was in Zenith, but it's one of my bigger regrets is not being able to see Victor Bunsley. Not getting to be able to hang out with baby brother as much. It'll be fine. Man, I miss Victor. I checked his stuff, but still nothing. Yeah, we all miss Victor. But, you know, Victor is having fun. Because I occasionally see them seeing my stuff. I occasionally see Victor seeing my stuff. And I want to reach out, because I think now would be a decent time to. But also, I get nervous and be like, oh god, I didn't get to talk to them much when I was in the company, so I'm like nervous to actually reach out. I think that's my big issue, is I get really nervous to reach out with people. And yeah, it is really just a get good and actually reach out. But like, the getting good part is hard. Getting good at things are hard, man. Okay, subject change. Let's change the subject. we're going to talk about squirrels. Squirrels are funny. I got to talk to a squirrel yesterday. That was really nice. I had my first meeting with V Creature, like my first like official V Creatures meeting with quite a few of the members, and it was nice. I got to meet a lot of new people. It was lovely. It was lovely. Lovely. I had lots of fun. If you guys still have form connection, I'm good to hear it's doing well, wherever it is now. Yeah. Yeah. They're actually doing great. What I've seen, they're doing great. Well, my sister-in-law taught me how to crochet. Yo! My mother-in-law taught me how to crochet. My mother-in-law taught me how to crochet. It was very lovely. I enjoy it very much. Very much. Very muchos grandes. 'Tis lovely. Lovely. Fun to crochet. Very fun to crochet. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Except for the fact that I keep having to... Except for this bullshit. You see this bullshit? I keep having every 5 minutes to fucking... I've done more untangling of yarn on stream than I have actually crocheting on stream today. Thanks, Laika, but I'm hating the buddies to make me happy. But squirrels, am I right? Squirrels, yeah. Squirrels and shrimp. I've been really liking shrimp recently. Shrimp is good. But no, I actually made some, have you ever had, like, the noodle cups? Like, the ramen noodle cups, but they're, like, the shrimp ones? Oh, it's so good. I actually have a thing of shrimp that I had in the freezer. I defrosted it, and I put it into a thing of ramen. It was so good. Because, like, having the fresh shrimp instead of, like, the other shrimp is so good. I might actually have that tonight. I had it, like, a week or two ago, but we still have the shrimp in there, and I now really want to make it. So I'll probably make that tonight. I'll grab the strainer out and then strain the thing, and then we'll do that. And it'll be so much fun. Yippee! 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 What the fuck? Why are there so many of you? I'm at war with the ants again. They're back. I don't know how, but they came back. And now they're trying to get my Dr. Pepper. I will set down a Dr. Pepper or any kind of drink for 5 seconds, and then there's ants all over my desk. I don't know where they're hiding. I thought I cleaned out where they were hiding. Somehow the ants returned. It's been over a year. I waged war with them about a year ago, and now they're back again, and I'm like, why? I went with raid around the house and killed all of them, and now they're back again. Am I gonna have to do this every year? Sorry, I haven't lived in my own place for any extended amount of time, but is this now just a thing I gotta deal with now? Do I have to, like, spray the house with raid every year now in the spring? Otherwise the ants are gonna come back? Yuck. Yuck. Big yuck. I'm good. I just follow the ants to where they come and block it off. We'll try to. La 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 la. It's also getting really hot. That's the other thing. Oh my god. I love being a streamer. But in the summertime, having my, like, when my AC is being fucky, like it is tonight for some reason, my AC is being a little fucky. And it's so hot. It's so hot. Because my computer is on and there's no AC running yet, and it's so hot. I'm sweating. They're sweating real bad.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
And to find their nest, use specialized poison to kill them. Even then, they may come back. Ugh. Fuck ants, man. Ants? No. I don't like ants. The AC running, why not try to... Really? We're making that joke now? Really? Really? Okay.
No, I'm joking. I joke, my people.
Nah, I can't say that. I don't have one. Dude, the amount of people that think I actually do have one now, it's really funny, but also I'm like, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Feeling punny today, sorry. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Funny man, point and laugh. Hee-hee. Laugh at the funny man. He's so funny. He thinks he's so funny, so we point and laugh. Hee-hee. Ha-ha. Funny. Girl is put some miles on that. God damn it. Now I gotta jump in the Cadillac stuck in my head. God damn it. God. Wrist is already starting to not like it. It's like having to prop my wrist propping my wrist on my desk. And I'm like, so like, actually you guys might even be able to see. Is it here? Is it here? There. There's an indent right here. Kind of see it. Where it's been like pushing into the desk. Sorry. Ferret got chub arms. I got a little chub on my arms. Listen, Ferret's a little chubby, but it's fun. I'm fine. So just a little chub. On the bright side, ants mean you don't have any other pets. They slaughter any competition. What the fuck do you mean? That's spiders. Ants don't fight anything else off. Spiders do. Spiders do. Ants not so much. Why is it so quiet? Oh, my audio's off. Why is my audio off? Are you not connected? Oh, they do? They do? I don't... They do? They do? Nandadayo. What do you mean that they do? I don't think they do. That doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right to me. Hold on. We're gonna look this up. Do ants kill other insects? Yes! Oh god, they do! Yes, ants do kill other insects, including other ants, particularly in times of scarcity. Many ant species are carnivorous and some actively hunt for prey, like other insects. Ants also scavenge on dead insects and other small creatures. Oh. Huh. Huh. I didn't know that. Anyways. That's crazy. I think. Also, give me a sec. I gotta turn on the overhead. It's starting to get darker outside, so I gotta turn on the overhead. Oh my god. Oh, it looks so much warmer now. Ferret stretch. Okay. Like, you thought ants were just scavengers? You should know they do. Sorry, what? Ants are fucking scary. I'm afraid of ants now. I don't like the ants anymore. to do those ants what the US did to the Confederacy. I need to not. Anyways. Why is my thing not connected? Hold on. Why is my headset not connected properly? Also, make it pink. Pink! Good thing we're so much larger than them. Mm-hmm. Good thing we are. Good thing we are. Why are you not connecting? Is it because the ants unplugged you? God. What the? I hate ants. 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 Hold on. Not to mention fire ants and spigot. Those will kill. Well, what the fuck? There's no way. There's no way. There's no reported cases of... There's no reported cases of fire ants killing humans. There's no way. There's no way. You're lying. You're lying to me, chat. There ain't no fucking way. There's no way. Gonna try to catch you some other time to talk about Logitech stuff, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Gonna go to sleep, Robin! Sleep well! Okay, we're gonna turn this back on. We're gonna reconnect. See if that fixes my... Oh, that might be why. There we go! I got it! I got it working again. Night-night! Thanks for streaming. Thank you for joining! Yeah, 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 yeah. Might not be fire ants, but there are species of ants that do... Hold on, I'm looking this up. Hold on. Hold on. We're looking this up now. Fire ant deaths. It's reported that over 80 deaths have been recorded and 22 cases recorded in Florida and 19... More reasons to not go to Florida and Texas, I guess. Jesus fucking Christ. So what is this? Oh. La 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 la. We're gonna just do a funny joke. Night-night. Off with that bit of info. That's fair, that's fair. Night-night. Night-night. Sleep well. Oh, my sinuses are not liking me right now. My sinuses are not liking me right now. I also just had to take my arm off of the thing. Ugh. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't know just how terrifying ants are. They're like 2 inventions away from reaching tribal technology peer to humans. They already do weird things that we'd consider war crimes. Keep them fucking ants away from me. I don't like them anymore. Ants are horrifying. I don't like them ants. Ants are scary. New fear unlocked. Ants. Let's talk about stuff. Tepics. Selling... Good stuff. Tepics? The best counter. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, if we're gonna talk about cameras, hold on. We're gonna talk about cameras. I haven't gotten to do this bit yet. I'm so excited. I haven't gotten to actually do this bit yet. Ugh. We're talking cameras. If we're talking cameras, let me tell you about the Panasonic Omni movie. Yes, I do just randomly have a VHS camera on standby at all times. Why do you ask? I've never gotten to do that that bit before. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for that bit for so long. Thank you for letting me do the bit. That's a good camera? It's a good camera. I need to... It's my next big tech refurbishing thing. I would love to do a stream doing some tech refurbishing. I just, I don't know enough about it. I've gotten it for the sole purpose. Bloody hell, it's an old camera. Oh yeah, this is my grandparents' camera. My parents used to own this. That's actually where I got it from, was my grandparents. I was helping clean out some storage stuff, and they were like, yeah, you can take it. I know you like all those retro things like cassette players. Speaking of my cassette player, is actually right down there is my cassette player. It's right next to my keyboard, but I'm using it right now to prop up my iPad so that I can get facial tracking. I would love to do it like that. The only problem is I don't have a big enough desk space or big enough others. Like, I need to have it at like my to-do things. Plus, I have some parts I need to pick up. I need to pick up some new batteries for it. I need to actually open it up and see what the circuitry is going on. I also got to clean it. What the fuck? That's a big camera. It's a VHS camera. So, a fun thing that I think I've talked about is not only do I love analog tech. I love analog tech. I don't get to do much with it as a VTuber because it's kind of hard to, but I would love to do. Can you show us a bit more? Okay. We're sidetracking the stream, but also I have to reposition some camera stuff if we're doing that. Oh god, you can see the thing. Oh no. I gotta be careful, because you might be able to see my face in the reflection. I gotta be careful. Fine, this has gone from crochet to tech stream. This has gone from crochet to tech stream. Hold on, I'm fixing it. Tech stream. Do we have to change categories? Hold on, let me pull her out again. She doesn't work yet, but I'm getting her... I still need to refurbish her to get her to work. Alright. Here she is. My pride and joy. I'm gonna be fixing her up soon. One big issue that I found is that the battery port does not work, and I need to figure out why. But yeah, it's a big camera. This is my Panasonic OmniMovie VHS camera. As you can tell by the name, it is a VHS camera. Hold it like that. You have a tightening and zoom. There's tightening and zoom buttons right here. There's an actual recording start button right here. You have to hold this thing like up on your shoulder. As you see, here's the back end with the battery. Hit that and the battery usually ejects. The battery isn't in there because I tried charging it, but the battery is no good. Either the battery or the actual like inner parts of this camera aren't working. I need to figure that part out. That's next. But yeah, it is a very old camera. I don't know the exact year yet because I still have to look. I could probably actually figure it out just by looking at it. Hold on. Let me read. It's from 1986. It was manufactured October of 1986. Is this the camera of 86? Did it film the bite of 87? Bit jealous, not gonna lie. No need to be jealous over it. I inherited it. And there's a lot of stuff wrong with this camera. So first of all, for example, as you see, not only that, but there's this slide part here. This is the camera section, but you can actually use it as a VHS player as well. So you basically just plug it in using some ports that are on the back here. And you can watch whatever you're filming without having to have the use of a actual VHS player. Which is good, because I don't have a VHS player yet. But as you can see, there's an extra eject button, some different time select date stuff. The actual power button is a switch. This allows for focal tracking. Let me look it up. So as you see, some extra settings on there, including some extra like adjustments you can do with the lens. There's a lens cap on it right now. Well, let me see if I can actually get you guys... I don't think I can actually get you guys to look through it, but like there is the viewfinder. and then a way to clear the lens for the viewfinder. It's got some extra things with the viewfinder. I'm not exactly sure what they are. It's a newer one. It's newer for me in terms of my tech restoration. This is gonna be the biggest project I've done so far. Mostly what I'm used to doing is specifically cassette restoration, which I don't have a lot of them because a lot of them have been sold, but yeah. But yeah. I have to be really careful with this. I gotta get some grounding tools to make sure this thing is grounded properly. She needs a good clean because it's been a very long time. She's got some guck on her. Another thing she needs is a new dust cover on here. There's also another place where you can do even more mic extending, but I'm not sure if I will do that. Oh. Hold on. See if I can get to do the thing. It doesn't let me do the thing unless the battery is actually in there, but this part actually does pop open so you can put a tape in it. But yeah, it's my big girl. She's my next big project that I'm doing tech restoration wise. I was thinking about trying to do on stream. I don't know how much of it I would be able to. Because the camera's so big, it would be very, very hard for me to get a setup where I could just show it off. And actually show off all of the guts when they're pulled out. Plus, I'm a little scared because I don't want to ruin her. Pulling apart the, hold on. I'm gonna set her back to the side. Because luckily the issue that I was having with... let me sit back down and get her out. My tracking might be fucky for a little bit, but that's because I'm using something that I was using as a riser for a little bit. It's right here. This is my first tech restoration project that I finished. And even then, she was a very, very easy project. She was very, very easy in terms of projects. So, this is my Sony T48 Walkman. It's a cassette recorder. It's used to record cassettes. I do have a few... I'm gonna actually take that out. I do have a dust plug with a little star on it. I got it for a baby shower I was at. And I just had it on there. I had another cord that was on there as well, but it got taken apart. But yep. Let me just reset the counter, because I need to anyways. As you can see, this is the recording mic. It's got a record button, play button, stop button. Stop button also acts as an eject button. So I could take out... What do I have in here? Yep, the Signed by Ace of Base. Great album, by the way. But I have that one just stored in there. The battery pack for it is missing still. I had the battery pack for it, but then it got misplaced when I was moving, and I have no clue where the battery pack is now. But I do have a battery pack for this thing. As you see, it's got a DVI-6 import, it's got an earphone, a remote controller import, so if you have a controller that works with it. This is your thing to know it's recording for battery, volume knob, and then a mic, if you want to use an external mic with it. Yep. And then the counter, which is how you keep track of how much you need to wind your cassette. Because you can actually, as you see, have a cassette winder. When I was able to, the only problem that I had with this one was corroded batteries. So the only thing I had to do was to take some isopropyl alcohol to clean out some corrosion that was in it. And once I did that, it worked properly. I should probably pop her open and clean her fully, because she needs it. She's very old as well. This one I actually got at a... Fun fact, I got this for 50 cents at a flea market. It was my first cassette. I have a shit ton of cassettes too. I just don't have any over here. They're all at my parents' house still. But yeah, Laika showing us relics of ancient times. Okay, it's not ancient times. I actually did look up what year... I actually recently looked up... Let me set up my... Because I will lose it if I don't. I'll lose it if I don't set it up back again. We're also going to move you guys back down. Have you just right there. What year were you again? I looked up what year. Also, it's a made in Japan. Which makes it even cooler that it's made in Japan. But no, this is the same, actually, fun fact. This is the same model of cassette recorder that Jacket from Payday 2 uses. Well, Jacket from Hotline Miami, specifically when he's in Payday 2. I should explain. If you're a fan of Hotline Miami and Payday 2, that's a nice little fun fact about this specific cassette quarter. Same model, it's just I believe that the one that Jacket carries is painted blue. The same blue color that is Biker's helmet, I believe. But yeah. There actually is a person that completely gutted one of these and turned it into a speaker that could play it for a cosplay, which is really cool. But I sadly only have... I have mine still intact because I love her. I also have another cassette player, but it's a newer, cheaper fake one. Just because this one lost its batteries pack. It was a whole thing. Luckily I can say that because I'm born after 2000. I don't know necessarily what a cassette player even is. Car, I'm face palming right now. I'm just, with my other hand, I'm face palming right now. I could actually put my, you there. Could have moved my pen there. Should I remind you, IRL, remind me to borrow those? I will stab you. I will stab you and then tase it with my Twinkle Taser. But yeah, they're like some of my favorite possessions that I own. I love them. They're my favorites. Oh, I actually do have the battery still. Hold on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Falling down. So this is the battery pack for my Panasonic camera. I'm getting her back out so I can show you at least how that goes in. I know, I'm all over the place, but I wasn't planning on doing anything with tech today. So it's a little awkward. However, as you see, there's this back panel here that pops. And what you do is take this side and just go straight in there. Go straight in there. And then power switch. Sadly, to my knowledge, our power switch on this one does not work. Neither does our little eject button. But what does work is battery eject. So this is the battery that goes in this usually, but it's sadly dead. Actually, is it dead? I could have just been putting the battery in wrong. Hold on. Let me figure out. I could have just been completely putting the battery in wrong. Woo! Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Let's try and turn you on again. Nope, not working. Take the battery pack out. We're gonna put her back. But yeah, I need to go... This is the other reason why I haven't worked on that camera yet, is because I need to actually find somebody who's selling me a second battery, just so I can have at least 2 of them on hand. Make sure it works. Like, it was a joke from Millennial that it feels like a fossil when the newer generations see a cassette and don't even know what it is. Oh yeah, I know. It sucks. It hurts so much. It hurts so much. But, okay, I actually never even explain what a cassette was, for anyone who might not know. Which, by the way, if you are under the age of, let's see, it's 2025, so if you are under the if you were born anytime after 2007, I want to say, leave. This is an 18+ stream, first of all. Second of all, a cassette player, think about it like a VHS tape, but it only plays sound, and it's a lot smaller because it only has to hold sound. It is basically just another form of analog tech that is used to share sound waves. There are people who don't know what cassettes are. Oh yeah, there are people who don't know what cassettes are. It's horrifying. I didn't know you were into restoring old tech. Good luck with the B cam. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't talk. I mention it occasionally. It's one of those hobbies I haven't been able to be into really much recently. Especially just because it's kind of expensive, and I just don't have money to do it now. When I lived with my parents, I was able to do a lot more. Let's see. Other than those two, I have a retro N64 console. I have a GameCube. Yes, it's a GameCube. I also out there, I'm trying to remember exactly what I have, because right now my collection's mixed in with my uncle's. There's a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 2 out there as well. And I think that's all the consoles that we have that are retro consoles on hand. I also have a PS3, but I think it's broken. I'm not sure. But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's so cool. We also have a larger CRTV out in the front, which is better for use for those kind of things. I'm personally looking for my own CRTV. I would like my own personal one, like a small one. I want a mini CRTV that I can like have in my office or in the bedroom. I also would like to set up a tape player so I could actually record like some movies and stuff onto tape. Like, even, like, I don't know how I would be able to do that, if I would be able to do that. But I would love to have, like, I think it'd be really, really funny to have some of the old, like, to have, like, Halloween and Friday the 13th and, like, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, a lot of the old retro classic horror movies on VHS and being able to watch them on VHS would be so cool. But I also understand that, yeah. I used to have a large PS1 and a PS2 Slim in the past. Both broke long ago, sadly. Yeah. I would love... I do have some other dream consoles that I would like to get my hands on. I want to get my hands on a Dreamcast. I would also really like to get my hands on an original Super Nintendo system. But I get that those are both kind of pipe dreamy. But yeah, it's one of those where I would like to have them eventually. Old tech restoration, I want to get back into it. I wasn't really the best at it when I did it. I just kind of like, oh, is this worse? I miss my PS3 Tales. I miss it a lot. Oh yeah. Dude, probably the thing that I miss most. The thing that I miss most out of all the retro tech that I don't have anymore is... Well, here's the thing. Most of my cool ones I kept. But I really miss my old, like... I used to have a DS Lite that I really, really liked. It was one of the pink DS Lites. It was pink. It was baby pink, and it was so cute. And I wish nothing more than to have that, like, that specific one back. I also have a 3DS, but it's not jailbroken, so it's, like, kind of bricked, and I don't know what to do with it now, other than play my cartridge games. I really want to figure out how to jailbreak it, but... You know Nintendo. You know how Nintendo is. Ugh. But yeah, I would love to have something like that. It's really cool as well. One of my family members actually, who also does retro collecting, has one of the old what are they called? One of the old iMacs, specifically like the light blue, like see-through iMac. Hi, hello, Rick Don. Welcome. I got distracted from the thing. I'm gonna grab my crochet stuff back. But, we got into talking about retro tech, and I showed off, like, some of my old cameras that I have. I don't know DSi red, but I lost the charger again. The DSi, typically, DSi chargers actually aren't that hard to find, because, I believe that DSi chargers are backwards compatible with 3DS chargers. I believe. I might be wrong on that. It might be the other way around, and I might be thinking of, like, specifically the, it's either the DS Lite and 3DS or the, DSi and the 3DS have backwards compatible. One of them has compatible chargers, but I don't know which one. It's been a while, and even though, like, one of my main focuses, aside from Sony products, is Nintendo products, I don't exactly remember that one off the top of my head. I'd have to get out my consoles to check. I also have a red DS, though. I have a red DSi. I had both the pink and the blue DS Lite, because one of them was mine, one of them was my sister's. Then I had a 3DS. I remember having a red 3DS. Or no, a red DSi with the like webcam. Then I had a 3DS. I had the Legend of Zelda 3DS that they came out when they first came out with them. I specifically remember that one because I had it with I believe the DS port of Hyrule Warriors is the one that I had it with. Yeah, for reference, I'm very much a Nintendo girly. I love Nintendo. I don't get to play a lot of Nintendo games because they're really strict on copyright, but I am a Nintendo girly. I do like my Nintendo games. I used to play so much Nintendogs on that pink 3DS, though. It was my first game that I got with it, and I used to play it all the time. I specifically remember I had a golden retriever named Delilah. And I thought she was so cute. I own a red... Okay. But yeah. Let me just quickly... There we go. Back to crochet stream. We're gonna get back into crocheting now, even though the retro tech is so fun. I would love to do like some retro tech restoration on stream. I just need to figure out a way to set it up. I would need a bigger table to do it on, and I'd need a bigger table to do it on, because I need to be able to fit the soldering stuff just in case I need to resolder anything. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with them. I used to be a Nintendo fan, but the downright abusive pricing and bullying other companies made me rethink that. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. There's not much I can... like, listen, there's business going on. It's annoying, but it happens. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, take a sip while I'm at it. My throat's feeling dry. Again. Delicious. Delicious. Delicious Dr. Pepper. But yeah. Trying to think. Oh, also like a pink Game Boy Color would also is also on my list of retro tech that I would love to work with someday. I was trying to remember what it was, and I'm like, yeah, it was specifically a Game Boy Color because I really, really want to do like some of the original Pokemon games. Muzak? Muzak? Oh, if you're asking about the music in the background, that was done by Patrick Cake, another one of my associates and friends that is in V Creatures. It is Port 2 by Patrick Cake. It is linked actually in the Twitch description. I'm not sure if I linked it in the YouTube description. I might need to go back and fix that. I also need to go and fix the tags because I think I accidentally have this one tagged with the Warframe stuff, even though we're not doing a Warframe today. Which reminds me, guess who just... I have to do that after stream. After stream, I think I can actually start building Citrine. I just realized, because I started building... I thought I had everything built the other day, but I forgot to actually build her systems. So now her systems are built, and I should be able to start her today, so I could have her, not this week, but next week's Warframe stream. I think this next Warframe stream, I should... either be right on having, or should already have, I should already have Wisp and the, Savagoth. But yeah. Anyway, since we're talking about tech, would like some antics the telepics I mentioned earlier? Sure, I would love to hear. I'd love to hear about it. I absolutely adore hearing about, like, all kinds of old retro tech. I want to get, that's the other thing. I want to get like, oh, that's the other one. I want to get like an actual physical, like old Polaroid camera, like the original Polaroid. Not like this Instamax one, not the tiny Instamax one, even though I already have one of those. I want like an actual thicker Polaroid. Ones that's like the square format that you can't really get film for anymore, but they're really cool. Or I think you can get film for them now. I think they did make one that's like a recreation one that has the bigger film, but I'm not too sure about that. But having one of those would be really fun. That and some kind of 8mm camera would be really cool. Like an actual 8mm film camera, I would adore. And then, of course, every retro collector will always and forevermore always want to like an arcade cabinet. I would love to have like a jailbroken arcade cabinet. And when I say jailbroken arcade cabinet, I mean like one that I can put like a computer that specifically runs in the machine and then has like a bunch of different games. Like maybe I have like, I'll have the button. So for reference, I want like an arcade cabinet that I can select, like I can use the joysticks to select like a specific game and then run the game. Like I could do Street Fighter on it. I could do, I think it'd be really funny to do Pac-Man and like, I know it's not an actual game, but Polaris. Polaris would be really funny. If we can get like a working version of that. I know that there's somebody who made a, they made an original FNAF game that runs on an arcade cabinet. I believe it was Andy Matronic, and the game was Mechanism. That would be really fun to have. Like, something like that, but specifically one that can have multiple games stored on it. And it'll have multiple games on display. I think that'd be really cool. And then I could do, like, a custom paint job on the outside that is, like, Laika themed. Would be really cool. Or I can specifically do, like, a big retro piece with a bunch of different, like, characters on it. Oh, the thing is, no one had one. Oh, okay. Telepix was a cheapo camera brand that had ad space and gossip program over here in Brazil that claimed to be the best-selling camera over in the country. The thing is, no one had one. I know a friend of a friend of a friend who owns one kind of deal. Also, apparently it was trash. The trash was an actual just video digital camera. Oh, that is disgusting. I hate it when there was a lot of marketing things like that in the 90s. From what I hear, there was a big one. The one that I specifically remember talking with somebody about is ketchup cakes over in Canada. Like in the 90s, they tried claiming like ketchup cake was a big thing over in Canada, and the Canadians were like, huh? And there are Canadians now that make ketchup cake because of it, but it was a really funny marketing tactic that they did. Honestly, another stream. We'll someday make a ketchup cake on stream. That'd be really fun. Maybe, what if that's what we do for the Canada stream? I could drag, like, okay, I'd have to figure it out because their kitchen's really small. Like, my, Carolyn's kitchen's pretty small, and I don't know if we'd be able to actually do, like, a stream from there. But it would be really funny to do a ketchup cake stream. Ketchup cake? Yeah, it's a cake made with Heinz ketchup. That specifically has to deal with the amount of sugar content. What the fuck? Yeah, it's a what the fuck thing that they tried pulling in Canada in the, in, like, the 2000s. It's very funny. Piss ants. One of these times I'm gonna sip from it, I'm gonna feel something on my mouth. I'm gonna, like, lightly stick my tongue out. It's gonna be a fucking ant, and I'm gonna scream. And get so angry and cry. I just want them gone. I got rid of their nest already. Like, that's the thing. One of my old vintage alarm clocks that I had, that I was using as a, that I had in my actual room, was actually had an ant's nest in it. I was so upset about it. I think that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing a lot of vintage tech restoration. is because I had one of my clocks was got an ant farm in it, and I was very upset about it. I just opened the back of it, and it's just all sand and dirt and ants, and I was like, ugh. Thanks for the pleasant stream. Have a good night, and don't let the ants carry you away. I will try. I will try to not let the ants carry me away. I will kill them eventually. At worst, I'll try and talk with the ghost, and we might bug bomb the house. It'd be lovely. Still tangled at the end. I spent more time untangling yarn than I have actually crocheting today, which is very sad. It's average, but sad. Like, I just want to crochet. I don't want to deal with the yarn doing this. Okay. That's when it starts getting too kinked up to do the thing. This is half of the time I spend crocheting is just undoing the shit. Let me continue doing the funny.
Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop, boo. Alrighty, we'll do some more of these funny. I might actually end the stream a little early today, just because I'm already feeling like really exhausted. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this row, and then I'm gonna end the stream early. Just because I'm pretty tired. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I'm like really tired today. Probably because listen. There's some other agency VTubers that I've seen do the 12-hour streams and then take an entire week off of streaming, and I'm like, bruh, I wish. I fucking wish. If I take a week off, no one's gonna come back and watch. One thing you always do when you go visit Kenya is try one of the Brazilian recipes. I'll think about it. The big thing is, a lot of them require stovetop or any other kind of thing. There's a few things that might stop me from being able to do those. I still gotta figure out how we're doing everything on Saturday, sorry, for the baking stream, because I have to talk with the ghost about it. The ghost said I'm allowed to use the main kitchen for, I'm allowed to use our main kitchen for cooking streams. I just have to clean up after myself. As long as I clean up after myself and I do the stream all on my own and I don't mind the dogs, I should be able to do it. We'll see how it goes. It'll probably be like this, where you guys will see like a big portion of what I'm doing, but then there's some stuff that might be a little off. It'll be really funny, though. I mean, I looked for ones that don't need stoves. I'll look for it. I'll look through them. All I know is, like, one of the big reasons I'm doing brownies next is because brownies are hard to fuck up. And, brownies are hard to fuck up, and I can bring brownies with me to, family Easter dinner. Also, I can make pot brownie jokes, because I'll probably mix them in a pot or something like that. There's a few of them. You will need a blender for 2 of the dishes. That's one of the issues that we have. I don't know if our blender would be able to. I'd have to check. Again, it's one of those I will look through them and we'll get to eventually. I do want to do more cooking streams since that's what people suggested. It's just going to be... the big thing is getting my setup out to the kitchen and then doing the stream and then coming back is the hard part. Because I have to pull all my setup out of the office, and then I have to put it back in the office. But hey, it would be a good time for me to do some
not rearranging in the office, but some cleanup in the office that I've been meaning to do. Like I could vacuum things probably. But it's one of those where I can't, like, I specifically have to plan, like, to have a day between those streams. Luckily, I could set up the camera for it in the morning and then everything like that. We're gonna end the stream here today. I'm so sorry for going a little slow. We got through a pretty decent amount. I got a little longer. It got a few sections longer. It's starting to get kind of thinner towards the top, which is good because I want it to be a little bit bigger than their head, but then to be snug when they put it on their head. So that's about as much as going to be folded upwards to make the rim, and then it'll just probably keep going up. And eventually, when I get to the top, it'll just be kind of sewn across and then sewed down the side, and that'll be the hat. And there'll be kitty ears, and little fox ears for Foxwife. But yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We're gonna say bye, YouTube. Hold on. Bye, YouTube.